On Monday, several public officials who had served in key government positions had their contracts terminated. Of the lot were Dr. Van West Charles, who served as the managing director of the Ghana Water Incorporated, Christopher Jones, former director of sports, and Andrew Weeks, who was the communications officer attached to the Ministry of Housing and Water, among others. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Croal, in speaking with this newscast, cited the reason behind the termination of the contracts of Weeks and others at the Central Housing and Planning Authority as redundancy, while stating that Weeks' job was merely political at the Central Housing and Planning Authority. He went on to state that the need to ensure confidentiality also played a factor in the decision.
Then you will understand that the minister has that prerogative to have the support staff around him that he can repose confidentiality in.
Meanwhile, the former communications officer of the Housing Ministry, Andrew Weeks, is describing the move as strictly political and a shaming tactic.
Our services, our contract has been terminated by the minister, and that we were sent on our leave, administrative leave, and when the administrative leave would have completed, our contract will be terminated. A copy of a letter is supposed to be given to us. He said that he will send it to us via email. Up to now, we have not gotten that email.
Meanwhile, Dr. Van West Charles, who spoke with this newscast, explained that his contract expires until October 2021. He stated that while he was having dinner with his wife on Monday evening, he received a call from the chairman of the board of the Ghana Water Incorporated, informing him that he will be sent on leave and subsequently his services would no longer be needed at the utility company.
I don't know what has caused the administration, save and except because maybe of my political persuasion, which is different from that of the government. But I would think that there are many commonalities or intersections of interest in terms of the life of Guyanese people.
Dr. Charles, responding to how this move has affected him, stated,
I am a professional physician, so I have to look at how I can get back into my practice and so forth.
The Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Croal, in addressing the dismissal of Dr. Van West Charles, stated that Dr. Charles does not align with the vision of the ministry moving forward. Over at the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, the former sports director, Christopher Jones, explained how being fired has impacted him thus far.
I'm out of work. I got children. I got 3 kids. School fees, food, mortgage, loan, you name it, all of that, utilities and so forth. So, of course, it has an impact. I'm the breadwinner of the family, so I now got to seek alternative.
This newscast reached out for a comment on the move by the newly appointed Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramson Jr., but was unsuccessful. The former director of sports, however, recommitted himself to service to the country should the need arise.
I'm available to lend of my ideas, to support any idea that would aid in the development of any sport in the country, because at the end of the day, it is going to be enhancing those athletes that goes out abroad to represent all of us, irrespective of the party that we come from. They're going to represent the red, black, gold, white, and green.
It is common for political appointees and party members who work on the contract with the government to be removed from office once their party or government has been removed from power. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badrie.